Giggles and Giggles with Shoshanna
and Marnie.
So, okay, there is this trend on TikTok, as start of most of my stories, where it's just celebrating Nigerian traditional weddings. Or just African traditional weddings.
It's not,
oh my god! I've watched many of those, and I'm always.
You love a wedding video, though.
You do?
You love a wedding. You give me wedding videos.
I do enjoy a good wedding. Yeah, but it's also made me feel like I would have a traditional wedding just to do that video.
I was gonna say, does it have to be a traditional wedding?
I saw one with a white wedding.
I'm putting that in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
I will be doing that at my wedding.
I saw a white wedding do it, but it just didn't have the same impact as like seeing the girls in the gele and seeing all the people.
You have to change outfits. Maybe that's you need to see different outfits.
You need to see because it just works, and you see the colour and all the traditional like the outfits and the ankaras look so nice. So basically, yeah, I mean, I'm not a traditional girly at all, but I'll be down to have a trad just to have that. No, I'll be down to incorporate a trad element in my white wedding for that.
Or maybe the trick is this: you make the video throughout the course of the wedding. So you do it at the wedding. The bridal shower, you do it at the
my fiance
engagement party, you do it at the do you know what I mean? So that you've got different outfits because you're right. If it's all shot at the wedding,
which I've seen a couple do, and
in one outfit, it's a bit like no.
Yeah, it just has it's such a great vibe, and the song's so catchy.
Yeah, the song is very catchy,
and it's like it's just a nice celebration. And going back to when we talked about the black white effect, the black people just know how to
put on a
show.
Yeah.
And we can say this as black people, not that white girl who went out on TikTok also and just said that a lot of people she knows are broke ass N words. She got fired from her job.
Well. People forget. This is what I mean. Like, internet. We get on here and we go, the internet's not real, which is not. But people forget that the internet can become real fast.
100%.
And if you. I just don't believe there's anyone on this planet to this day who doesn't know the significance of saying that word, period. Let alone the significance of saying that word and then recording yourself, uploading it onto an incredibly popular social media site to turn around and be like, oh my god, how did I lose my job? I'm assuming you wanted to lose your job.
Yeah, no, I mean...
you didn't know how else to do it.
She was trying to defend herself. I didn't watch the defence video, but...
And the defence will be, I hang around with a lot of black people, and
I didn't know there was anything wrong with that word anyway. I don't know.
I'm 2/10 black. God, leave me alone.
23
They say Drake can't say the N-word no more. How did you think you was going to be able to say it?
Oh, anyway, those have been the fun things on TikTok that I've seen this week.
Have I seen anything on TikTok? I'm starting to feel like I'm going to have to do a chop of TikTok, much like I did of Twitter.
Oh, gosh.
Because I got on the app.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday morning? And I think... obviously you end up with the For You page that you've curated. Every other video is like, black people need to. What are black people gonna? Black people. Oh my god!
Wow, what is your FYP page going?
Give me a break.
Mine, I discovered Nara Smith.
Pass.
I went into a rabbit hole of going, this girl cannot be for real, and then seeing all the stuff that she was making, from like bubble gum to a Snickers bar. I know, someone told me that, yeah. And then
it's propaganda. I'm sure the church is literally giving them the money to do that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, she was like, my kids really fancy cornflakes. I was like, she ain't gonna be able to do cornflakes. Next thing, 3 hours later, probably cornflakes. The kids are already full up, already eating whatever berries are around the house. With juices and berries.
Yeah. But yes, anyway. So I was like, I come on this app for ha-has.
Yeah.
I come on this app for hee-hees. I don't come on this app every day. Let's do diaspora wars. I don't want to engage in this anymore. Do you know what has been coming up more for me that I've noticed? Yeah. I don't know if it's because my sister is in Ghana or because I just keep liking like Ghanaian content. But I get more videos of people living in Ghana. Like this Nigerian guy who's come up on my For You page twice today. Yeah. Who just talks about the food that he spends all his money on.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this is fun. This is the kind of stuff I want. I don't want to be here every day.
What escapism, man?
What is it that you're not ashamed to admit as a black person? Give me a break. Give me a break.
We've kept that point to ourselves.
I don't want the internet to know every single tiny thought that I have. I don't need to know. I don't need to. The amount of... Also, do you get these videos where you're like dropped into the middle of like a beef but you don't know either of the party, and now you're gonna have to go and do research and figure out who they're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm tired,
on.
please. It's like 11 p.m. I've been at work all day. Can you just give me all the information I need? I don't have time to be like, I cannot believe Finita.
Who?
Leave me alone.
I was like, yeah, I saw that. I was like, I don't know who is who.
Well, I do follow Finita, so
really. I was like,
but like, I don't know if I follow her actually. I feel like also TikTok does not show me the people I follow as much as it does like just generic.
Really, I also don't know them by names. So like, I will be like, if you try and search something and you didn't catch their username. It's like really over.
But
drop in the ocean.
Yeah, I might be having to go on a bit of a TikTok cleanse because I just feel like it also gets me really fired up, and like it's not every day being fired up. Sometimes I just want to watch TV.
Maybe you just need to like reset your For You page.
Yeah, I'm just swiping past them at the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying not interested, and that really helps.
No, because then they might put me on the wrong side of TikTok where it's like a bunch of white people being like black people. Because actually, at the moment, I'm on the side of TikTok where it's black people being like black people. But if I end up on the side of TikTok where it's white people being like black people, I would be there.
You have to keep on swiping away from those.
I want to know what the drama is in the Asian community. Put me in the Asian community.
We never hear any of that.
Because no one else is spending all of their time and energy get a job.
We are,
contribute to society.
Yeah, there's never really any of that. Yeah, it's just really chill.
They'll be like, if you don't want to party, don't come to Coventry University.
Huh? Oh, you know that whole thing about like black university. Anyway,
like it's just every single day people get on there, make their garbage takes. It becomes a whole thing. I'm gonna have to watch 17 videos about this. It's just non-stop.
No.
And I stand by what I said on the podcast before. I believe that it is a statewide misinformation mission to keep black people down by creating people who go on the apps and continue diaspora wars. Yeah. Enough. What are we going to deal with the real problems in society? Diaspora wars is not what we should spend our energy on. That's
the fun summary of TikTok this week. But
should we go on to some shows?
Let's do it. So what shows have you been watching?
I've actually been watching... I've watched some movies.
Okay.
I have been watching... Obviously, we watched season 3 of Scandal.
Yes, we did.
So we need to talk about that.
Gets real goofy.
It gets...
Oh, wait, stop. No, it gets goofy.
It's crazy.
That's the start of the goofy.
Yeah, no, it does. It ends in a way that you're like, this is stupid as hell.
Yeah.
I'm watching Love Island, of course.
Yeah.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of Eric.
Okay.
But I haven't finished it.
All right. Well, you
watched it. Finish it?
No. Because I told you to watch Eric because I wanted to raise a question with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear the question.
The question is, LaTroy, I think his name is.
Who is that?
The black guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen him in real life?
No.
Okay. I think
he's a bot.
No, I think
he's a real man.
He's definitely a real man. But I've seen him in real life, and his skin color feels really melanated and bright and poppy. Whereas on the show, it feels very muted and grey.
Okay.
And my thing was, did you notice that? Because while I'm watching it, I was like, oh my goodness, he looks like Midnight.
Oh, so you're saying he's not actually that dark in real life?
I don't think he's that dark in real life. I don't know what his name is.
I did think he was dark, but I just assumed that he was just dark. It didn't cross my mind that he was a different colour because I don't recognise him.
No, I've never seen him in anything before.
So how do you know what he looks like in real life?
No, I Googled him as I was watching it,
Why?
Because I'm keen to know. Because to me, and there's this discussion that's happened in like TV, and it may not be related to Eric. I'm just saying that the way that black people are shot on film, sometimes it doesn't do the best to their skin colour. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't feel. I just felt like he looked really grey. Okay, this is this guy. I'm just thinking too much into it.
He actually doesn't even look like. Yeah, I feel like he does look like that. Does he not look like that?
He does, but I just saw.
Look at still of Eric.
Okay. Look, look, there's like shine on his face.
Yeah, but that's just light.
I know he's grease and everything. Okay, Eric. For real.
But I actually think that's just a filter on the. That's a filter on the like the entire show looks like that. Though.
Yeah, no, I do agree. But no, I saw a social post going the vibrant scenes from Eric.
Yeah, I feel like Eric. It has a one of those I think the word is patina. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Like, be for real. Like you just see eyes.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, maybe it's just me. I just felt as I was watching.
It did not take me. I feel like I was more taken out by the fact that, like, I don't care about what's going on at the Lux nightclub as much as he seems to care about what's going on at the Lux nightclub. But like, I didn't find myself being like, he's too dark and they've done it on purpose.
No, I think I was watching. I was just like, bruh, is he that? Is he that dark? Like, no, I think it's the complexion felt so cool.
Mm-hmm. But I think the entire thing feels really cool.
Yeah, maybe it's just me thinking everything.
I feel like his scenes, especially in the police station,
they look,
it is cool. It's a very cool palette.
Yeah.
I feel like actually only in their house is it quite warm, and then maybe and I wonder if that's on purpose.
Potentially, yeah.
In the the place where the dad works, it's quite like hyper colourful.
Yeah.
But the police station. Even the nightclub feels very cool as well.
No, it definitely is. I think it emphasized to me like how, like, not even just dark. I think that's the wrong word, but he just didn't feel like his skin was like popping and melanated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that important?
No. Not for the purpose of this plot line, but for me, I'm always like Issa Rae. I'm rooting for everyone. Let me rephrase that. For me, I'm very mindful of how black people look on screen, especially when we know that we're in an industry where sometimes the camera and cinematography is not always favourable to dark skin tones, and you can see on screen and like how black people are presented. And I felt like the coolness, not just of the show, but how he looked. I was like, whoa, that felt really dark. And that's my 2 cents.
Okay, well, yeah, I honestly didn't notice it. I assumed that the way his scenes were lit were deliberately, like, I felt that the palette felt very cold on purpose in those spaces, because it's like a police station. That's what it would have been like. I also feel like they always characterize police stations in like the 80s to be those colours. I've never been in a police station, so I don't know if that's accurate. I wasn't born in the 80s, so I can't actually confirm.
Wow.
I'm from New York, so there's lots of things that I cannot confirm.
Yeah.
But it's often presented like that. Like, even when they see us, it has the exact same palette.
Oh, it is, yeah. All right, that was my only musings, but we can move on.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad that it was only me.
Okay, maybe it was loads of people. I don't know, but
I didn't.
I'm only 2 episodes in, so maybe if I got further in, I'd be like, "This is outrageous." But right now, I'm just like, because the other black man, he doesn't have that problem. Yeah,
but I think he's like slightly lighter than that guy, and also the scenes where they film with the other black guy, he's like outside, isn't he?
He's not all the time. He's inside the house. And there's a scene where he's in the police station and they're right next to each other.
Okay, maybe I need to investigate my theory.
Maybe you need to finish Eric.
I finished it already.
Okay, well maybe you need to go back and rewatch it for me.
I don't think I have the time to do that.
I think you do.
What do you think so far? 2 episodes in.
I felt like episode 1 had a lot going on in a way that made me be like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care about. The only character I cared about, he's missing. Like, I liked
the boy.
Yeah, I liked Edgar. I really did. I felt like I was really feeling like, Edgar's like the last thought. His parents are focused on themselves. His dad's a prick. Like, poor Edgar. Then he goes missing. And like, I mean, that's the show. But like, then you're stuck with Benedict Cumberbatch's character, who's like, not particularly likable. The wife cheating on him. That you find in an episode. I'm like, God, both of you bad as each other. Like, I don't care if you get your son back. You don't deserve him. But they don't. Wow. And then, like, the police officer's obsessed with this nightclub. We were like, I don't know anything about this nightclub. Why should we care about this bloody nightclub? Yeah. But the guy who runs the nightclub...
Yes, I don't know where he's from.
Isn't he in Insecure?
Which one? Oh,
Gator. He looked really familiar. And I can't remember where I'd seen him before.
No, there needs to be Benedict Cumberbatch. Gator is like alligator.
Yeah.
Gator Eric. Let's see what comes out. This dude.
Yeah.
No, he's not the guy that you're thinking of.
Who is he?
The guy I'm thinking of is
Who's this guy?
Oh wait, no I do. He is. Okay, let's just find the cast. The fact that you remember his name.
Because I was like, isn't that the guy from Insecure?
No, I think the guy you're thinking about is the one that was Amanda Seals.
Yeah,
that's not him. Because he looks different. is he? This. Oh!
Bitch! Got that bitch! Don't ever tell me I'm wrong when I see a face I recognise.
You know I confused him with the other guy, Amanda Seale's husband.
That's him!
Oh, sorry. I confused him with the other guy, Lawrence's friend.
No, that's him! I got that bitch.
Oh, she really did. And you know what his name is in Eric? Alligator.
So funny.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
I
sorry.
saw him, I said, no, that can't be him. He looks so different.
I take that all back.
I was like, no, it is him. Like,
sorry.
I recognise his little face.
Yeah,
How old is he?
That's what I'm trying to find. That's what I'm trying to find his age. Age. Okay, guess his age and then I'll try and find
43.
Okay. Oh, it's not telling us his age.
That's not possible.
Wikipedia.
He doesn't exist.
Oh, I can't find his age. Insecure. No, it's IMDb won't give you age.
No, not.
That's annoying. I can't find his age.
Well, then I guess he is 43. Until we learn otherwise. How old do you think he is?
Based on his photos, yeah, very early 30s. Early 40s. Sorry, early 40s. Like, wait, 36. They're guessing.
Okay, well.
Well, I mean, I can't trust
his.
his.
Crazy on that.
Yeah.
On that film, he looks. If we're gonna complain about how anyone looks, complain about how he looks in the show. Because I said, is this his dad? Who they cast in this role?
Let me see, because you're right, I did not even recognise him. Oh my god, he looks so different then. Oh god, yeah. Oh wow, that did not age well. Yeah. You're right, I think there's like a blue grade on everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this weird blue grade. So that's making him, the black guy, look even like...
And I think because they're both in that club so much, you're only seeing them that weird, like, filter over them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he looked so, like, he looked like Joey Essex. Washed out, needed a tan.
That was hilarious. I'm trying to think of other things that we're watching.
Should we talk about Love Island?
We can talk about it briefly. Okay, so it's weird because the first couple of episodes I was in.
Yeah.
Committed, coming in at 9 o'clock to watch it. Or like, you know, like trying to watch it live. Then I dipped for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I've caught up with a couple of episodes. But there's a couple of... Anything that happened last week, and which will make no sense when this comes out, whenever this comes. So basically, the last thing I saw was Mimi and Omar, who's a very attractive guy.
No.
He's an attractive bombshell. Mm-hmm. He's tiny, though.
He's not doing it for me. I think it's the braids. The hair. Like, the hair's just not right. I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't like that hair
You're
on him.
racist.
He's got a very long face. It's not
doing him any favours.
Like, I don't know what he needs, but he needs like a bang or something.
He's supposed to do an Afro bang.
Bang.
Yeah, bang. So he initially went to get Mimi because Ayo chose Umar.
No, he didn't went to get her. She got sent on the date.
The other way around. Yeah, she got sent on the date. They met. Then he came back to the villa, and then the thing. I don't know how much time they had, but basically they had to either decide to stay together or still another couple. So what Mimi did was just go back to Ayo because Ayo was saying that he still cared for her in some way. I don't know. I missed. That was the episode that I missed.
I feel like the truth is I likes Mimi more than he likes Umar. True. But Umar is hotter to him than Mimi is. So he doesn't want to give up on Umar in case, you know, he makes a mistake, someone else comes in and swipes her. Yeah. But at the same time, him and Umar don't have any chemistry like him and Mimi do. Yeah. So accept that you're going to be with Mimi and let's move on with our lives.
But no one wants to. So yeah, that was the last thing. And then Mimi and Ayo got together. They were kissing in bed. Umar was annoyed, and then she just kept on crying. And then they were
kissing on the roof terrace, right in front of her. Yeah. Like that's what I mean. Like I feel like sometimes there is a way to have two people on the go that's respectful to both of those people. I don't think respectful in the way that's like I'm not going to be kissing you and also kissing her.
Yeah, true.
Period. I think.
True.
Until I figure it out, or if it's a challenge, then that's a different thing. But until I have figured this out, I'm not going to be doing smooch with you on one side of the house and then go smooch someone else on the other side of the house. And then when the two of you sit me down and be like, I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, that was, I mean, when they were having a little showdown with him, I thought that was wild. But
first of all, Also, some of you guys are forgetting, like, this is not your friend. This is your competition.
No.
Why am I going with you to speak to him?
Yeah, because I don't know, I haven't watched yesterday's episode, but I'm also expecting Uma to like turn on Mimi soon.
She hasn't done nothing.
I mean, yeah.
She hasn't done nothing in the episode. So basically, I'm more up to date, and as of last night, they had to choose someone to go home. The public chose 3 couples, and then the girls had to decide what boy goes home, and the boys had to decide what girl goes home.
Oh, so Moonbear was one.
Moonveer and I think Patsy was the other.
Okay.
So rip both of them.
I'm sorry, Moonbear was bringing nothing. Patsy was bringing something.
I mean, but even Umar, like, not Omar. If you liked Patsy, you should have matched. You should have gone with Patsy. Why are you going with Umar? Umar doesn't like you.
No.
Umar doesn't like you.
No.
Umar kissed that other dude outside of the villa, so that should tell you who Umar's looking for. Don't worry about.
Yeah, Umar. Well, my sister's definitely the theory that Umar likes white guys. So.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and she likes Joey Essex.
I don't know why she doesn't crack on with him, because he doesn't even really like Samantha like that.
Yeah.
So instead of you to be wasting your time with Io, go get what you want to get.
Jojo.
Yeah, exactly. You're not making nicknames for a guy that you don't want to, do a little smooch with. Wasting everybody's time. This is Love Island, not, let's do Love Triangle Island. No! A Love Triangle where nobody's even bringing the drama or the heat. The two of you just sitting there, well, I am waiting for Io, he's hurt my feelings, I have hurt my feelings. Where are the girl bosses? Stand up.
They're not.
You're just sitting there.
They're at Casa Amor.
Crying.
Yeah.
Like your mother didn't born you.
Yeah, but they're like, again, you get narrow vision tunnel vision in Love Island when you come to this beautiful island with only like 5 boys. You're like, one of them has to like me because outside of the world I am
which
so
is
hot.
fine, but your tunnel vision is fixed on one person of the 5, which is crazy. There's 4 other guys here.
But I think it's because they know that the other 4 other guys would not be looking at Uma.
Uma could get with Joey. Uma could have got with that guy that she kissed outside the villa if she really wanted to.
Who was that guy that she kissed outside the villa?
The one with the toupee.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Bruh.
She could. He'll go with anyone.
True. How Ronnie, I remember when they introduced Ronnie, I was like, who brought this uncle?
Oh dear.
Who brought B-Tech? Ron.
Hey.
Okay. And then he was giving all the chat, and I was like, okay. All talk, big personality, nothing else.
Sorry, you've not seen the penis. Why did you say that?
I mean, in his face, he has personality, but in his face, we don't know. Why did you go straight to penis?
But you said that's all he's got. He might have other things.
But I don't want to know personally.
And you don't have to know.
And I think for the girlies, when they're in Love Island, they just want to know if he's attractive.
No, they don't. They want to see the penis in the bed. That's what do you think they're doing under those covers? Reading.
Hugging. Praying together.
They are touching each other up. They are licking a tit or whatever.
Yeah.
They are
Licking
in that bed
a
figuring out, is this something I want to take home after the show?
True say. But in my mind, they're just having a small prayer and then saying, let's go to bed.
Maybe they are doing a small prayer. Some of them maybe.
Sure.
Some of them maybe.
Yeah, that's Love Island.
Who do you think's going to win?
I mean,
that Welsh couple are now settled as if they weren't fighting last week with Harriet.
Which one? The Sam boy.
Kieran and I can't remember the girl's name.
Jess? No.
Jess is with
the other girl. Because I was watching a challenge and this girl came up and I was like, who is she? So I think that's the girl you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's not Harriet and that's not Jess and not Patsy.
Can't remember
that
name.
girl.
Amy. Who knows? I think it might be Amy. I don't know.
I think, perfectly honest, if it's like how Love Island was last year, it will probably be those 2. I would love a Mimi and someone. Who knows? I don't know if we are.
Mimi's so boring.
She is, but represent.
I'm more get behind Uma if I'm being honest.
What?
She's more interesting. Mimi's so boring. She's so boring.
But she's the most natural looking girl there.
What? Uma doesn't look natural?
Actually, no, Uma does.
Also, is this Natural Island or is this Love Island? Entertainment.
Wait.
About the most natural girl should win. That's not this show. Please. Go on, Miss World. This is about and bringing us entertainment. And you are being dry. This is dry to me.
I know she's a bit dry, but
the sassiest thing she did was steal Io, and even stealing Io is we knew he was going to steal him.
True.
Who was surprised? Would have been more reflexive if you stole someone else. Mess up the whole villa.
It's actually that would have been true. If
just scatter everything in the villa.
The white guy is like, what?
Yeah, I'm here to do chaos. I don't care about anybody in here but myself.
Well, we'd have to wait and see.
I'm going to kiss your man in bed. How about that?
Wow. I do feel like probably maybe the winners are not there yet. Maybe the winners will come
maybe the
out
winners aren't there yet.
Yeah, because maybe it'll be definitely one of the OGs, but with a completely different partner.
I don't care about the OGs. Yeah, listen, it's about time somebody who's been in that villa for 2 days wins the whole show.
It will always like Greg and Amber.
I'm tired of these OGs and boring as hell. Get someone who's just been there for 2 days, good chat, great bikinis, give me the win.
On. We'll see. Like that's my guess, but I'm not being as excited, but maybe I've just not been as committed.
Of the guys that are in there right now, who would you couple up with? Don't do it.
I knew you were going to ask me that question, like, who would I be interested in?
You said that on the podcast, when this is a podcast, we're speaking. They're saying, don't ask questions. Ask the question!
You're an idiot. Let me see the boys. I don't find not one attractive.
Don't be long! Pick!
I'm not being long, fun. Let me just find out the names. You're actually an idiot. Who would you pick?
Io.
You're such an idiot. Like, I don't want to be that person just like, oh yeah, like...
Yeah, I'm coming in the villa and I'm snatching Io as well.
Yeah,
why not?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
He's handsome though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But
like,
I also feel like he's kind of boring as well. Where are the interesting people?
there's something familiar about him.
Like he went to your school?
No, I just feel like I know him from, like, I would know someone like him.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like, he's not Ovi.
No, he's not Ovi. Oh god, I can't believe Joey Essex is there. I'm just looking at the cast. Nicole is that girl you were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. What are the boys? There's a lot of girl faces coming up. Where's the boys? I mean, Sean is like 21, isn't he? No,
Hello, pig.
Oh wait. I was super skinny. Do you know what? It'd be Omar.
Girl.
Oh wait, sorry. Kieran is kind of no.
He's like 21.
Oh, he's the one that's.
And he's so problematic.
For real, look at this image of Ronnie.
No, that's crazy. That doesn't even look like him.
Absolutely wild. What?
That doesn't even look like him. That's crazy.
Wild. Do you know what? It would have been Monvia.
Yeah, it would have been Monvia.
Absolutely. But I don't know what everyone appeal was with Sam. For me, it wasn't for me. But
Sam.
It would have been Monvia. Yeah.
I bet you would have got Sam.
I think you would have got Sam. I think Mimi would have got Sam. I told you in the episode one there was a little like.
Well, Mimi, she blew it.
She did, but
she blew it. She's stuck now.
Yeah. So that's like.
We're talking off the podcast. Some people really be getting sprung that quickly.
Yeah, stigmatized.
One, you were in there for 2 days crying over this guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Is it because the men are so amazing, or the girlies?
I wouldn't think particularly cast people who are like that though.
Yeah.
Who are going because you're right. What would be the point in casting a bunch of people who are like?
I like to take it slow. Like, no, an 8-week process. You need to couple up with people and like people.
Speaking of,
go on.
Perfect Match.
Go on.
Had this same thing.
Yeah.
Had this exact issue where one of the girls was like, one of the challenges was a kissing challenge.
Yeah,
and
I
she
watched
wouldn't
it.
let anyone kiss her because she was like, I'm saving my kiss for like I'm taking things going. And I said, I respect you.
I
respect it.
Yeah.
But that's not what this show is built for. And so you're right. If you'd ended up with 5 Xanthis, 5 Xanthis, and then like 5 like Ronnies.
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to make it to the end of the episode? Exactly. No one's getting coupled up.
No, it was like, or it'll become problematic because Ronnie's going to be like super keen.
Trying to kiss you every minute of every day.
I'm not interested. So I watched that episode. I loved Santi for doing it, but I think it worked because she was the only one. Like, the Tolu where she was like, my African parents are going to be watching me snogging all these boys. I like her a lot. But, yeah, I get it. Like, he always wouldn't make a TV show.
Yeah.
So you definitely need the girlies.
I get it as well. Like, I respected it 100%. But I also just found myself being like, this is not the format for that.
And also, she came from like Too Hot to Handle, I think. So you know this is what happened.
She turned her life around, didn't it?
True. Then why did you come up Perfect Match? Because this is the same challenge that happened from the year before.
Yeah, but maybe she'll be out before then. True. I don't know.
I'll be honest. I think there's definitely more attractive men on Perfect Match than there is on Love Island.
Yeah, more attractive women.
Is there?
More attractive women as well.
Oh yeah, true.
Tolu, Xanthi, the blonde gully from Switzerland, tall.
I can't remember what her name.
I can't remember what her name is. basically
Actually,
the girly.
The girl that was arguing with the boy from Squid Game the Challenge.
Stunning.
She's so
She
beautiful.
was like a Disney princess.
Yeah,
When she went on the boogie boarding date,
Yeah,
I said, "Oh my god,
she's stunning." That
Beautiful.
boy from Squid Game the Challenge.
Sick.
He's actually like he was now on Squid Game the Challenge. If you watched it,
He was worse.
and he's worse than this. And I thought he was gonna come back for a redemption
No,
arc. Absolutely no.
I cannot believe he's a real person.
Same. The way they were arguing, and this year I was like, "Oh, this is cute, negging," and then it was like,
that anyone was finding
crying.
attractive because the minute he opens his mouth, I would be like, yes or no.
Yes, no.
I'm sorry, I hate men who argue. Why are you arguing with me?
Yeah.
As a man, why are you arguing with me when you should be praying, doing DIY domestic work, working, fixing cars? And you're actually to stand in front of me, look in my face, and be arguing with me about what?
I know, it's so dumb. I can't remember what they were
About
arguing.
It's Pilates.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was
exercise. Pilates is
so
exercise, but yoga is
stupid.
not exercise.
You know, there's
And it's 11 o'clock at night, and we're drunk.
Let it go.
I
Let
want
it
to
go. So yeah, I mean, it was good that he just walked out because no one was in a couple with him. The other boy that I really like was Chris. I think his name is Chris with the little long hair. He was on Dated and Related. His name may not be Chris. He was also friends with that blonde girl who I now know you're talking about.
He is Chris, but he was not dating. Yes, he wasn't dating related. Yeah.
I like him, but I think if he's going for Tolu, which I'm guessing he is not, maybe.
I'm not giving it away any spoilers.
I haven't yet watched all the episodes, fam. Okay, I think it may be that. Or if it's not her, Tolu, I think if it's not him, I think that she may also go with the other bald. No, that bald guy got.
Yeah, she gave up on him to go with bloody. Why was that guy back?
Why is Don back? And also, why did they keep on pairing Don with black girls? Don't you know that he don't like black women? I like him. He seems like a nice guy, but he don't like us like that.
I think he does too much, personally.
He does.
Like this time around, I was a big fan of Don because he was on the mole.
Oh yeah.
And when I saw him on Perfect Match, I was rooting for him 100%.
Yeah, and then he won.
He's a bit too sensitive for shows like this.
True.
And even on this, when he got voted out, he had an attitude.
Oh, he left. Oh yeah, so he didn't.
Yeah, you see him go.
Oh yeah, because no one. Wait, I don't think I've lost that part because they coupled. Holland and Tim had coupled together.
Yeah.
Oh, when they got voted off.
No. He goes.
Oh.
Because you saw that he was like talking to Alara when she came in.
No, I'm not that episode.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do need this information. It's great.
Yeah, I think it's important because I found myself as I was watching being like, I do not want Dom to make it to the end of this show.
If
I
he
like
wins
Holly
again,
a lot.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of him.
Yeah. If he wins again, I mean the prize feels different. Like this one is like a holiday, and I think last season was money.
A holiday sucks.
Like,
I would not be doing all this for a holiday.
This last season was also a holiday, I think. I mean, I'm sure they get paid, but yeah, it's I think last season was a holiday. I don't think they even got to the holiday because she cheated on him with Harry.
Mad.
Which is so.
And then Harry has audacity to be on the show.
Sure.
Being like, I'm looking for marriage.
Harry is like he is the Joey Essex of this show because he has been on every show.
He is a Joey Essex for sure.
Absolutely. So
he's like entertaining. Yeah. And it's like his confessionals are great.
Yeah.
Have you got to the truth? No, you haven't.
No, the last episode I watched was the kissing one.
Because there's a truth bomb game where they're like, who made £1 million from their OnlyFans? Who this? And like 100% of them are Harry, I was like, this guy's lived
lives.
And you must be younger than me.
Yeah,
I
think he must be like similar age to us.
Really?
I think so. Oh, actually no. I think he's
younger
young.
than us.
He has young energy anyway. Howie Jowsey. I'm just like, I think that's his surname. Like, guess that.
He's 48.
No, guess.
28.
You're not that far off. He's 27.
Damn.
That is. He looks in this photo like Leo Woodall.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Yeah.
He's handsome.
Oh my god, he does look at Leo Woodall. I mean,
he could actually be a stunt double.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is wild. I mean, he's okay, but the minute he opens his mouth,
he's handsome. He's like he's like a big guy as well.
He wasn't a big guy when he first came out, but you know.
What do you want me to do about that?
That was him. But that was like, how many years ago was that? He's been on TV for a long time. A long, long time. 2020? No. I
do wonder if there should be age restrictions on when people can go on shows like this, because there was a point on Perfect Match where he starts crying and he's like, I just don't like that I'm going to be judged for all the stuff I've done in my past. And I was like,
no.
I do not think like in the same way that you can't, drink until you're 21 in America, or you can't rent a car until you're 25.
Yeah.
I do wonder if there should be age restrictions, because you be on TV doing some wild shit that will follow you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like, you're 27 now and you regret it.
Yeah.
Imagine when you're 37, or when you have kids and they go and sit down and watch TV and they're seeing you do, like, I feel like this is the first time in a long time. No, this is the first time, actually, because I even feel like reality TV shows, we didn't really have a lot before when we were growing up, but, like, you could go on blind date and live your life and it wouldn't affect you, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's like, you are basically making a commitment to this being your life going forward,
100%.
because you're not going to be able to be a normal person after this. Anyway.
So yeah.
I'm enjoying it a lot though. I like it. I'm enjoying it more than Love is Blind. I think the format, what I like about the format is the challenges.
Same.
Because I feel like it gives you guys stuff to do. Like, Love Island, there just has so much dead air. I speed through every episode of Love Island. Like, when I wake up in the morning, speed through all that shit. I don't care about the chat show in the morning. I don't care about it. Don't care about when they're sitting on the daybeds. I literally wait until the evenings. Because that's when whatever has been brewing all day is going to come to life.
Even the challenges are quite dry. I think the one I watched, like, 2 days ago was, like, them pretending that they're sexy teachers. And then was it? And it was flashing tea on each other. So
I watched that one. And I said, this is probably the worst challenge I've ever seen. It had absolutely no purpose.
No. They don't have ideas.
It didn't stir up any drama. No. It was literally dress up as a boss.
Yeah.
Do a sex position.
Yeah. And
with the boy that you like.
Yeah.
And then splash coffee on a boy that you don't like.
Yeah. I'm perfectly honest, you needed more coffee to really make that land.
Well, what was that supposed to do?
It was nothing. It was honestly nothing.
It should have, like, if you want to star shit, you should have been like, you got to roll the dice to do a sex position with the person that if
true.
I'm picking who I'm going to do a sex position on, I'm obviously going to pick a person that I don't think it's going to be a problem for.
True. So yeah, I was just like, this is dry.
They don't know what they're doing the challenges for. They don't know what they're doing.
Honestly, yeah, you're right. The challenges are supposed to be like, well, she picked Mimi, or no, she picked Ayo, and she kissed so and so. Let them get to when they get towards the end, when they do like cinema night, and when they do the Twitter challenges, and they do all the fun challenges that happens that we know and love every year. I just can't wait until you get to that stage. But at the moment, these are really just basic. So, what other shows have we watched?
Queenie?
Oh, we can talk about Queenie now. So, Queenie this week is one of our reviews for this week. Queenie is based on the book of the same name by Candice Carty-Williams. It was written by her. I don't know if she directed it. I think it was just
I think it was directed by Joelle May Edwards, I think.
Okay. Has she done other stuff?
Yeah, she did. Borders. She did a couple of episodes of Borders.
Okay.
And she has done a couple of episodes of something else. Maybe some of Champion?
Okay.
Maybe, so, I don't know. I might have made that up.
Yeah. So the story follows Queenie, a young girl who's trying to figure out her life.
Young woman, she's not a girl, she's 25.
Woman, idiot. She's trying to figure out her life, her relationships, and also her relationship with her family, particularly her mother. But I think some of the key storylines is that she was with a guy called Tom, a white boy, and...
Why do you feel the need to say that?
Because I feel like that comes up quite a few times. And she goes through a phase where they break up and she dates other white men. And that is a thing that her friends pick out as well. And a lot of it, this season is just her discovery of who she is as a person. Who is Queenie? Where does she come from? Learning a bit more about the abuse that she grew up with, and how she's there to try to like break generational curses, not in that way, not in a Nollywood style, but just through her like going to therapy and living out her life. I don't know if I gave it the best description, but that's Queenie.
I think it's crazy what you said about
white boys.
Yeah, because I actually don't think that that's what the series is about.
Go on.
It's not about Queenie. I would get it if it was like Queenie's quest over the series was to date white men.
Oh!
But it's not.
I think no.
Queenie just happens, she is fucking around, and the people she's fucking around with are white, but her
Yeah.
boyfriend was white, so clearly
Yeah.
that's the kind of people that she has dated. And I don't think like the aim of the show was to be like,
No.
how many white men can you fuck?
Yeah.
And do you know why? No, the reason why I'm saying that is because a friend of mine started watching the series before me,
Yeah.
and he was like, oh, nothing happens in the show, nothing happens in the show.
Yeah.
It's just about this person who has an abortion and then fucks a bunch of white men. And I remember being like, that is a very basic I hadn't read the book.
Yeah.
I did not know what the series was about, but I was like, that's not a very glowing review of any show, right? And I feel like choosing to focus on the fact that she dates white men when that's not what she focuses on, like projects our readings of what interracial relationships are and their significance onto something that is like not about that, if that makes sense.
I will flag that before I watched Queenie, a lot of the narrative that I heard about Queenie was, of course, based on the book, and I would see people on, this is again TikTok, talking about like the whole like idea that she would predominantly date white men. So that was mentioned about the book. So, okay, it was very journalistic for me to talk about the white men, but I think I'll take that aside. The point about like her discovering herself and looking about her heritage, her background, and her parents and her family, that is probably the real bit. It's a woman's discovery of her life and who she is, and in love, in work, in relationships, and that's what really the story of Queenie is about. Like it doesn't have like any key like arc apart from like her, of course, her breakup with the boyfriend, her sleeping with other men. I mean, we open with her potentially being pregnant. Oh, actually,
So the series opens, and it wasn't clear if she was at a smear test or at, like I didn't know why she was already being examined. But in the process of being examined, they find out that she's had a miscarriage. She then goes to work. It's her boyfriend's mum's birthday that day, but she's obviously a little bit scattered because she's just found out that she's had a miscarriage. She works for a newspaper where she's the social media content person. She's always trying to pitch stories, but they don't. The editor is always just like, stick to the social media content. She then goes to Tom's mum's birthday dinner, and she wants to speak to Tom about the miscarriage, but can't quite get the words out. And then he's like, well, where's the present? She left it at the hospital. His grandma makes a comment about how, if you guys have babies, they'll be beautiful.
Oh, God.
And, Queenie sort of loses her temper and calls the grandma racist, and then tries to get up when basically Tom doesn't defend her. So she gets up to leave, knocks the cake over. It's a whole to-do, and Tom breaks up with her.
Yeah.
She still isn't able to say that she's had the miscarriage.
Yeah.
We don't know if that would have had any significance, because Tom's then saying, oh, things have been like this for a while, you always shut me out, you don't tell me stuff, it's really hard dating you, you're too much, stuff like that. And like this, we learn, is very triggering for Queenie, because her mum, which is an absolutely wild story, had an abusive partner who didn't want Queenie around. So the mum and the boyfriend moved, left Queenie in the house by herself. She was like maybe 12 at the time, for months. And her mum would come in and check on her every now and then. And as a person who got like left at home for hours, most of the time that was fine. But there was definitely one time in particular where I was terrified and I could not get hold of my mum, and it was so scary. I do not know how I would have survived if my mum didn't come home 4 months and had left me with no explanation. And of course a child will form the idea that of the two people that you chose to abandon, you chose to abandon me, which means I must be worse than that person. And I'm not a person worthy of people staying around, people looking after, people loving. And so like breaking up with Tom just starts this spiral for her. And at first you're like, oh, maybe this will be like a fun spiral. She's like dating around a lot, she's hooking up, she's drinking a bit too much, she's kind of showing her ass here and there. But very quickly she finds herself in a relationship with this, well, a relationship. She's got one guy that she's with quite regularly, and he's very rough with her, and she goes to the hospital for a follow-up smear test. She always so many smear tests,
Really?
and they are like, oh, has something happened to you? And she's like, what do you mean? And they're like, because you got like quite a lot of vaginal tearing, as in like you would find in a rape victim, essentially.
That's
was the
crazy.
implication. And she kind of just, I wonder if this is maybe dealt with a bit more in the book, but it's kind of just like, oh, I guess I won't see him anymore.
Yeah, that...
Rather than like, oh, what am I doing to myself?
Yeah.
Like, why am I putting myself in a situation where someone can do me harm? Like, what's going on with me? There's not, it's not as introspective a moment as you think it's going to be, basically. Anyway, Queenie then ends up also sleeping with a colleague of hers who was really fit, to be fair.
Yeah, where is he from? Okay, he's been on the show. I should actually just Google it.
Yeah, why are you?
Yeah, like,
So
where is he?
to a person who also cannot answer your
Yeah,
question.
sorry, give me a minute. Because he looked very familiar. And I've seen
You
him
went to
as...
school?
No. This is not a great photo of him.
No, they didn't tell you with that.
He was in Champion. That's
Oh,
why.
of course, yes.
He was in Champion.
He was the
And
Bosco's baby mum's new guy,
yeah.
but he was not as fit as he is.
No,
in this.
he was. He was really much fitter in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also been in Been So Long, False Witness, Dinner Not... Okay, these are names that I don't know.
Being So Long is that Michaela Cole, Arinze Kene musical.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, that was why he was like, this guy looks so familiar.
I did not recognise him at all.
But he was very fit in the show. Yeah.
I was hoping the storyline was going to be like, they would fall in love and that would be a new boyfriend. And
then,
actually,
oops.
turns out Ted has a pregnant wife.
Fam. That
And
sex scene was also wild in the toilet.
Very.
It was disgusting, actually.
Very. It was
Absolutely
very
disgusting.
wild. I said, oh, oh, Queenie.
Yeah.
Girl, get up.
Yeah, this is not for you.
This is literally the definition of that phrase, get up.
Yeah.
Stand up, girl.
Literally, you're on the ground in a urinal. Stand up, bam.
While this person thrusts 3 times and then goes, oh, you're just so sexy, and then gets up and goes about his day. You're just lying there wet with his semen.
Oh my gosh.
No condom, because you guys just did it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't take your life seriously at all.
I feel like it was, to me, that felt like when they kissed initially, I was like, okay, this is a bit like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. Yeah. And then when they were having sex in the bathroom, I was like, this is not it. Like, come on, guys.
I feel like the problem with Queenie is that she got fucked a lot, but I didn't get the impression that she was doing the fucking.
Agree. She was, yeah. She was.
She's getting fucked.
She's receiving it, but she's not giving it. And also doesn't feel like that she enjoyed it. That's why, going back to that storyline about the whole, like, have you been attacked or sexually assaulted? Like, I wasn't sure that was where the story was going to go, because that scene where she was sleeping with that guy that caused the vaginal tearing, like, she didn't look that engaged. It looked actually quite
It was
worrying.
very aggressive.
It really was.
So definitely her trying to be like, hey, slow down, or hey, do this, and he's just like, no, bend over. Like, it wasn't the most pleasant sex scene. And I think that Queenie probably suffers from, obviously this was a book written in the rights were bought in 2019, so it maybe came out in 2019, which means it was probably written 2018, 17. We have changed so much politically that, like, I think you would deal with those things differently. And I think it must be hard when you're adapting a piece of work, your own work, to be able to make the edits that you like. Because you want to be true to the source material, right? And the source material wasn't political in that way. But then you are to making something to go up on air where you know that the audience will watch that scene and be like, wow, we're just going to breeze past that. We're going to just breeze past the vaginal tearing. We're going to breeze past... So, Ted then, I guess in an attempt to save his marriage, decides to tell HR that Queenie has an inappropriate crush on him. So that Queenie loses her job. Or, well, she's suspended while they do an investigation. Which is mad, by the way.
It is crazy.
Like, absolutely insane. In that time, Queenie really starts to spiral. She goes to Tom to try and speak to him, tell him about the miscarriage doesn't get out, but his girlfriend comes downstairs because he's since moved on. Queenie is embarrassed. She leaves, and like literally in the last 3 episodes, she decides that she has a crush on her friend's cousin.
Yeah.
Who
that guy?
That's like banter from the beginning. To be fair, I was like, okay, you've had banter, but like it had just gone. It went from banter to like, oh my god, I think I'm in love with him.
That guy is from You Don't See Me. You don't know me.
Sam adore me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. I don't know why I had to sit down.
Why did you say like that?
I just thought he looked really good.
Okay.
I would put my vote for him on Love Island.
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
I like this for you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on. I feel like I just want to beat some allegations while I'm.
I don't know if you will, but I don't know if this is the one to beat the allegations with. Like,
how tall do you think he is?
He's tall.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll put my hat in the ring.
Okay.
He reminds me of.
I don't think you will like him in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say he reminds me of Caleb.
Okay, I get what you mean. Like you like those little artsy boys. That's why you like them little artsy boys.
Anyway.
Cut this out.
Yeah.
I do not think you would like him.
Why?
I don't know. He's got like a nose ring.
Oh, really?
It's very artsy. It's very. I was
too
very. I take drugs.
Oh, that
type.
Really?
Like not in a like he's a drug addict type way, but I'm saying like it's giving. Like I saw him at a party because he's friends with Arlo.
Oh.
And he
Hook me up. I'm joking. Don't not.
Girl, I'm trying to save you.
Actually, you said he's friends
as
with Arlo.
Rule,
You said he's friends with Arlo.
As a rule, give that a miss.
Oh, I can see the nose ring now.
Sorry, I don't trust men with a nose ring. That's just me.
I thought he had like a little like.
Put me in the bin. I don't care.
But he has a full on hook.
What's a full on hook?
Like bull ring. Sorry, that's what I meant. Like what Sophia has.
That's not called that, you know.
I don't know what it's called. What do you call it?
I can't remember now, but it's not called that. He has a septum piercing.
That's it. Okay, so this is the artsy. He looks like a completely different dude.
Like I just don't really see that with you and him.
Yeah,
you know.
You don't see that vision. I think when I saw him in the show, I was like, oh, he.
Like if you brought him to brunch to be like, guys, I want you to meet, I would be like, okay. Oh, what?
I mean, how did he speak? Was he like? Was he kind? Was he nice? Or was he just?
Well, he had his sunglasses on the whole time because I think
right.
he thought people were gonna swarm him.
Be for real.
And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm not interested in having more conversations with him. I had a brief conversation with him because Arlo was like, oh, this is Jess. He was like, oh, nice to meet you.
So goofy.
I was like, nice to meet you. I'm actually, you don't know me.
Yeah.
Just to be polite, but listen. I think he's a good actor. I don't have beef with him, but like, I don't know. These are artsy Nigerian men. It's just not really giving, like, it's a bit too sassy for me.
I know.
I'm telling you, where are the homemakers?
They're not there.
You guys are
in the village.
You guys are doing up. I'm thinking that you're 50 Cent. You're Sam and me. You started one thing that you actually was the start of. Please relax. Oh. Imagine if you'd been in one day, you could not tell that man anything.
No, true.
It would be over.
Finished.
It would be over. He'd be moving to America to be a star.
You're done.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you. You know that thing that I was supposed to be at? You know when last week?
Yeah, the Bridgerton thing.
Oh no, we missed that.
Okay.
You know last week when I had to go to those drinks?
Yes.
Yeah, I was late.
Yeah.
Guess who came after I left?
Don't do it. Who? It couldn't be Shonda Rhimes.
No, it wasn't. If it was Shonda Rhimes, I would have told you ages ago. Winston Duke. My man.
Oh! Winston!
Sorry, can I throw the scissors for a sec?
Yeah. I am so sorry. I cannot believe...
when I left, I was like, Damson Idris is coming. We're trying to talk to him about a project.
Oh
and
my
I was like,
god.
You can talk to him, I don't need to talk to him. I did it, and then the next day he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, did Damson come? He was like, yeah, Damson came. Winston Duke was there. I said, what?
That one I'm sorry, because that is annoying.
No, that's not your fault. I didn't know either.
But I'm
kind of glad that I didn't see him because I would have been acting a fool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have been acting a damn fool.
You should have called me when we were going together. I mean, I wouldn't be talking to Winston Duke, but I don't know. He's not my type, but...
Yeah, I know he's like that. He's too black. Too big.
Did you not just hear me just talk about a guy that I was like, he's alright? Anyway. That is also wild.
I know, it's crazy.
But do you think he's be friends with Arlo? So at least maybe we can.
I get the impression he wouldn't be friends with Arlo, which is why I feel like he could be my man.
Okay. That's the only black guy that I feel like you've been down for.
You got a damn liar, you know it.
Tell me the other black men.
Loads.
List.
A lot.
Okay, done.
Don't you be getting my list, don't you worry about it. I'll be telling you my list.
I've got multiple men.
Say one more.
That boy. And wait, hold on. What's the name of that boy that's from Michael B. Jordan?
Everyone says Michael B. Jordan, that don't count.
Yes, he does. He's black.
That don't count. Everybody gets up in the morning, Michael B. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. Your racist next door neighbour loves Michael B. Jordan. I'm tired of it.
What is wrong with Michael B. Jordan? Like, at least he gets my vote. And then this boy, he gets my vote. And, you know, what's his... John Wick. Honestly, that one is an absolute joke. That one is a joke.
No, we need to stop clowning him.
No,
We need to stop. One of us is going to meet him very soon.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
feel it. And he'll be like, I listen to the pod, man. I heard you guys just clown me day and night.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sexy. And they're going to lean in to kiss you. You're going to be like, oh!
You know what? You know, Lawrence from Insecure?
He is handsome.
He's handsome,
man.
yeah.
He's handsome, man.
Trevor Noah.
That man is not black.
He's black.
That man's not black.
Black. He's black. He's black.
That man is not black.
Fam, in America, he'll be counted as black.
This is not about, in America, will you count as black? That man's not black.
Anyway.
Even that man knows he's not black. He says, I'm not black. That's his accent to me.
Yeah, but...
I'm not black.
But he is black.
I've never said I'm black. That's what he sounds like to me.
I'm trying to think of the guys. You know, like, there's just so many. But obviously, I don't think I have a long list for other ethnicities anyway.
Yeah, name 3 hot white guys. You could do it. You know you can. It's not even waste our time. That is a thing because I'm like, who's white again?
I'm trying to think about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still thinking about it.
Who's white in the world?
I'm trying to think. I can't think of it.
Girl, let's go back to the show.
It's not on the top of my head. I'll be honest. It's just like it's not immediate. Wait, who is hot at the moment? Like Chris Evans, maybe.
This girl's fake. Let's move on about
who's
hot at the moment. Chris Evans. You're mad.
Wait, who was other hot guys that were like before? I can't remember.
I don't keep a list of the hot guys that you like.
I really should. I think it will remind me of my type.
You should keep a list. Not me.
But yeah, when I watched the show, I blitzed through it because 20-minute episodes I'm there for. But with each episode going by, I was like, what am I getting from this? It felt quite surface level. The scripting felt quite surface level too, which is really sad to say. I didn't feel like there was loads of like rich, deep dialogue. To your point about the introspection aspects of like that scene where the potential suspicion, like the nurse suspects that she may have been attacked. But maybe I missed some of the episodes. I didn't really like remember it that much, but I know after she spirals, she goes into therapy.
Yeah.
And then you have some of those moments where she's like trying to deal with, like trying to really reflect on her life then, and then her family, like her grandmom being against it. Like those parts was a little bit interesting. But there were times where she was like giving a speech of like, I'm a strong black woman, and I'm like, I feel like I've heard this speech so many times, and it didn't feel original. And I think that's my issue that I had with Queenie. It didn't really do much, but it has so much expectation for me. I was really excited to watch it because I'm always there for Black British drama, and I've watched Champion, and always keen to see what Candice Carty-Williams does. But I didn't feel like I was getting a lot or anything from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like the discourse, like the reviews that I've seen online, I've been quite harsh about it, calling it saying it's a caricature. It felt like it was written by AI. Yeah. It was unoriginal, all of this stuff, and I was like, you guys are acting like this is not based on source material.
That is true.
So was the book unoriginal, or you're saying the show is unoriginal? Which is it? Because if the book was unoriginal from the start, what was you expecting from the show?
That is true.
I never read the book, so I genuinely did not know what I was coming into. And I, based on the way that people were talking about it online, was expecting it to be absolute dog shit. And I don't think it was terrible. I think there are I think it was, I agree with you, very surface level, But I imagine the book was probably surface level.
Potentially.
Because if you wrote the book and you're writing the show and you can't imbue it with
Yeah.
anything introspective or deeper, guess what? There was nothing deep in the book, probably.
True.
There was nothing deep in the book. And so if you read the book, you probably loved the show. If you hadn't read the book and you watched the show, I don't know what you was expecting. Because this is an adaptation of a book that was written almost 5 years ago. You're expecting it to be doing what newer shows are doing, but newer shows were made recently. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I saw one of the review where it's like, oh, we've had all these great dramas like Mood. I said Mood.
That's no. That I'm sorry. Go to jail for saying that.
Mood.
This
was on par.
I agree.
This was actually on par.
I think it's actually a bit better for me personally.
I enjoyed this.
I did more than
you could say that Mood was ambitious in that they wrote music for the show.
Yeah.
They performed music in the show.
Yeah.
But Mood is about a girl who wants to be a musician and who is trying to work through trauma of having been sexually assaulted and is also working in sex work.
Yeah.
Which part of those things is original? That's not like all three of them together.
Yeah.
Is an original mix.
Yeah.
But each of those things on its own. What we've never seen a story about someone doing sex work. What's Pretty Woman about? A woman wanting to be a musician. We've never seen that before.
Yeah, no.
We've never seen someone dealing with trauma. What was I May Destroy You? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
everything is always going to be referencing something else, or you're always going to be thinking, oh, someone else did this, and I liked it better in that thing, and that's okay. I'm not saying you can't, but I've found the way that people were ripping it to shreds. I was expecting it to have literally nothing going for it, and I was surprised by one, how easy the episodes were to watch.
Yeah. So easy.
Two, I think there are some great performances. Well, there's a great performance. Sorry. The girl who plays her best friend, the black best friend.
Yeah, she's
good. Brilliant.
Yeah,
and apparently she's not an actress.
Is she not?
Apparently.
She was really, really good.
She's great. Her timing is perfect. Her comedic timing is perfect. Every line that she gave. Like, as soon as she was on the screen, I felt like, oh, there is something here.
Yeah.
I think the problem, inherently...
Go on.
...is the girl that plays Queenie...
Yeah.
...gave us nothing.
Yeah.
And do you know why I think she gave us nothing? Because I think the character of Queenie... gives nothing.
Yeah.
Her voiceovers were the most basic. You didn't need them.
No, I even forgot there was voiceovers. That's how much.
Voiceovers to explain stuff that, honestly, a better actor could convey in their face. I also think the way it was directed... When I saw that the director did Borders, I said, this makes sense, because this is given to CBBC show. This is given. There was something tonally about it that felt very childish.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was gonna say the word a little bit cheap. That may sound really rude, but there was something that did feel like.
I agree. It did not look expensive.
No, it didn't. It had that premium feel, and that's really a shame because, again, I had really high expectations for the show, but yeah, I agree to your point with CBBC. There's definitely something about it. Yeah, because Borders has the exact same feel.
Exact same feel. I think the voiceover as well made it feel like Geek Girl has a voiceover in there.
What is it?
And that's a YA show. And her voiceover is not witty or smart in the way that like it is in Fleabag. Well, again, in Fleabag, it's not even a voiceover; it's direct to camera, right?
Yeah.
And all of those bits are not things that you could pick up just from watching the scene. That's why it adds another layer to what you're seeing. Yeah. Nothing she ever said. It was stuff like. Oh, Queenie, you got really drunk last night. She's like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I don't need you to, we don't need this. Actually, no, I'm being unfair. She didn't quite literally say what she said in the voiceover, but like, you could tell by the fact that she's clutching her head that she's hungover. So we don't need the voiceover to say, man, I'm hanging. So you're dumbing us down as an audience member. I don't need to look at the screen, apparently. You're just going to tell me everything that's going on.
Pretty much.
So you add that and the lack of introspection, and it just feels very immature.
Yeah.
And even though it's dealing with things that, like, honestly, I've never seen a show that tackles, particularly from a black female perspective, a difficult relationship with a mum. But because it's so, like, it lacks that interest, like, even the way that they tell the story, like, that would have been so much more interesting to either see entirely through flashback or to see in her speaking to her mum than her being in therapy just reciting what happened. Like, that's not dramatic. And I feel like the issue was whoever was script editing, whoever was producing the show, did not challenge Candice in any way, shape, or form to push the story that she wrote as a book further for being in a visual space. Like, visually, there is nothing exciting about this show. There's no moment in it that you're gonna, like, remember, oh yeah, that's so, like, that bit's gonna be stuck in my head forever. Like, nothing.
No. I mean, we've debated about the whole idea of the writer adapting the script for a TV show and then being that heavily involved in the writing of it. And more times than not, it has not fared that well, from our opinions and our reviews, when you have it's written by the same writer of the book. And I feel like, unfortunately, Queenie does fall into it. It does make me want to read. She said
as well, sorry, she said... I
want to read the book, though.
In an interview, that she's very, very precious about Queenie and, you know, wanted to essentially lift everything that was on the page onto screen. And that's exactly what you get. And that's why it feels flat. Yeah. Because in a book, you can write all of this internal stuff that she's experiencing and we can read it and be there with her. On screen...
Vinegar one face.
Getting a junior's not even the right... A inexperienced actor. I don't know anything about Dion Brown. She might have been in loads of things.
She's done one stuff. One thing. I don't think she's done those.
But she just lacked the gravitas to play a character like Queenie in a way that was charming. She wasn't charming. Like, I saw someone had written a review that was like, meet Queenie, the next in a line of like messy unlikable female protagonists.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't even think that's the point of the show, is that she's supposed to be unlikable.
No.
I think you're supposed to be with her.
That's what I agree. I thought we were supposed to be rooting for her. You may laugh with her, but I mean,
and she might be messy, sure. Yeah. But unlikable is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why you would write that she was unlikable is because you don't understand her, because I don't think that character is charming enough. Like, Fleischman is in Trouble, for example. Jesse Eisenberg's character is not likeable, but you are gripped by his story and what he's experienced, because I think he plays a character with a level of vulnerability and charm that you know that this person is not unlikable on purpose.
Yeah.
I just think that she lacked a bit of charm. And maybe, honestly, in Dion's defence, because I don't know her that well, and she's
only done one show called Criminal Record this year. That came out this year.
I watched Criminal Record. Who is she? Oh, yeah!
I've not watched it.
I actually think she is better in Criminal Record.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
I wonder if then, because I think given that I think the direction was weak, and I think the acting was weak, that the scripts must have been bad.
Yeah.
Because you can only act and direct what's on the page.
Yeah.
So the scripts must have really given them nothing to do anything with. And because Candice was also an exec, I also imagine that even if they wanted to do stuff with those things, she's probably even down their neck to do exactly how it was written in the script. So I don't know how you get past this, because as an industry, it's become the norm for people who write books to write into the option deals that they adapt their books. So I don't know how we will be able to make shows based on novels without the authors coming in with no experience of writing TV and saying that they're going to write the series.
Yeah.
Someone like a David Nichols doesn't need to do that because he's already done it before.
Yeah, and I think that's why One Day worked so well. But he also had a team of people, so it wasn't just him.
Yeah, he only wrote an episode.
Yeah, and I think that helps. If Candice wants to do an episode, like episode 1, I think is perfect. And maybe if she wants to do the flashback episode with the family, but given that everything was coming from her, but it was also felt so flat, it wasn't the most enjoyable viewing.
Maybe it was Channel 4's fault.
Maybe
it was, like they had the option for that book for a very long time, and there was a period of time when it just wasn't moving. She had the green light for Queenie before she did the Champion.
Wow. So
she had time to develop Champion, get it greenlit, make it, and then come back to do Queenie. Because they were still writing scripts last year.
That is wild. That is 100%. That is wild.
So,
yeah, I mean, It's a shame. It's a big priority for Channel 4. I've seen the promotion for it everywhere. But yeah, it just didn't live up to the expectation that we would have wanted from it. I may watch it again, maybe specific episodes, but
I don't have any expectations for it, but I agree with you. The way that it has been pushed, and the way that not even so much pushed, but the way that as an industry we've been waiting for this Queenie thing to drop.
yeah.
And the way that I was like, when I saw that it had gone, I was like, such a shame, because I imagine that people working on it will not be black. It won't mean as much to them as it would have been to me, even though I hadn't read the book.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let's see what they did with it. And it was like, oh, it got the treatment that every black show gets when it's made by white people, which is like, oh, okay.
What would you rate Queenie? Oh, sorry, now I'm thinking about the show I was just mentioning before, the example. The way that you said that the treatment on this show was like every other black British show. It reminds me of what I think a show like Yinka Where's My Husband is going to become.
Mm-hmm.
Because we see the aesthetics, we see the vibes. I think even the house that was used for like the barbecue for the family and Queenie.
Yeah, wasn't that the House of Champion?
It was the exact same House of Champion, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just felt very similar. And then you...
Whose house is that?
I don't know, it's a nice house. Is it Peckham, I think? No. South side of that river. And
I like that. Yeah, I loved all the exterior shots of like Brixton and...
Yeah, that was nice.
See the 176 and stuff like that. Like, that was nice. That part was nice.
Yeah.
Like this is a love letter to South London. It's barely about South London. Like, stop doing that.
Don't do that, because the only one that tried to do that was Peckham Rye, and it still got it wrong.
You mean Rye Lane?
Oh yeah, right.
God.
Finding love at Peckham Rye, either way. But yeah, what would you rate it?
10 out of 10.
That's an absolute lie.
No. I would give it... I'm going to do it out of 5.
Oh.
No, I said out of 5.
Yeah, so I literally had a number that was not going to be that. It was, and my number was going to be out of 10, but I can always just
You can still give yours, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I think it was I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should give it... Somewhere, no, actually, I'm going to give it 2.5 because I don't think I will be thinking about this forever going forward. Yeah. But I don't think it was... I don't feel like I wasted my time watching it. Like, you know, it was an experience. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Just to see, like, just for her friend alone. Like, more of that, please.
I mean, they're using the friend in some ads for, I think, Bumble or Tinder.
I think her other friends felt so...
I can't remember who the other friends were. All I remember is the black girl with the Z.
Did you have a Z? I don't know. If she had
yeah.
a Z. The white girl that she worked with, and then the Jewish girl that she met at university.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt...
Well, the guy that she was in the van.
That wasn't her friend.
I thought they were friends for a while, and then he kept on like trying to... Oh yeah, was he just a random man? Yeah.
From her area.
Yeah, but then that's when the girlfriend tries to chase her, which that made me laugh.
Yeah, she slept with a lot of people's husbands. Is what we found.
Yeah.
We found out, but like,
the common theme, yeah.
Yeah, I would give it a 2.5.
I would give it a 3, based on the fact that they felt it's one-dimensional in places. But I did love the Black British angle as always. I like that it felt relatable in some aspects, but the writing this
Which
felt...
aspects?
Primark. I mean, sorry.
Okay.
Showing Brixton. No, not that reason.
I don't know anything.
Showing like Brixton and South London and having like the cookout with the family. I mean, not like I have those personal cookouts with the family, but it just felt very... Yeah, it just felt very much like synonymous with a Caribbean household in
Which
the UK.
Form?
A black household, which I am from. For me, personally, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great though.
Yeah, I'm flitting between 2.5 and 3. I think there's room for improvement.
Yes. Do you think it'll come back for a second season? I think we know the answer to this.
I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know just because like I think going back to my mantra, which is the internet's not a real place. The Guardian gave a scathing... I don't know what's going on with the Guardian at the moment, but it gave a scathing review. The New Statesman gave a scathing review.
Wow.
I pop onto TikTok. People are enjoying it.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to viewing figures, and if people are watching it, it might come back for a second season. Doesn't matter if you guys think it's shit.
Very true.
The people don't. And also, can I just say this? The New Statesman reviewer, not that I'm saying that... I mean, it's interesting. I'd love to see how people feel about this, but she's a white woman.
Yeah.
And she uses the word caricature a lot about it. And I'm like, how would you know what a caricature of a black woman is, please?
Not you going to try and... Yeah.
Like, I just found it... I found her... I don't know. I found the review to be... Maybe you're overstepping a little bit. But, you know, I would never... I'm trying to imagine if I would review a white show and be like, they will... Maybe I would.
Maybe. I feel like you will have to, like...
But I probably
give the positive first, and then you go like, oh, at times it could feel like a caricature.
No, but what I was going to say is I consume a lot of content and spend a lot of time around white people, so I feel like I could confidently say if something felt like a caricature.
That's
I don't
true.
know how true that is of the average white person.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, I don't know, that made me feel a bit icky. I like that.
Yeah. What are we watching next?
We've got to continue on our scandal saga.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for today.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been Queenie. I'm from 2 Queens.
I'm not a queen.
Oh, God.
I'm an empress.
All right. From 2 royalties.
No.
2 members of the royal family to 1 Queen E.
I would never be in the royal family. You know how much I feel about
Well, okay. This has been Scripts and Giggles with Shoshanna.
And Queen Marnie! I'm joking.
Yeah, so you can't...
I'm joking, obviously.
Oh, God.
Fuck the monarchy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I do think Queenie is a nice name, though.